Here was Hodge and Sons. It was right on the corner.
I worked there.
You worked there, okay. So you know it's gone.
It's gone.
But another building has replaced it. And then Hockett and Cowan Music, which is generally in this area here, was also a very prominent building during that time. And we're going to be walking, well actually we're kind of underneath it. There was also a number of different stores here too. Normark's Furs was here for a number of years. There was a number of different small businesses that were in and out of this area. Now across the street, this is really what it looked like in the 1960s. The brown building you see there that was Peeve's Public House not too long ago here, owned by Mr. Scharton. And that was at the time of this picture, Neil and White Shoe. So it's a shoe store basically. Right next to it where you have Downtown Fresno Community General Store. Sorry, I have to keep moving this around here. That was I believe a jeweler's. I have to look at my notes here.
The jewelry box, I think.
Jewelry box. Yes. Oh.
No.
Well, I'm glad we take pauses in between. So thank you.
They're numbered.
They're numbered. See?
She numbered them.
Don't worry about it. I know most of the stuff anyway, but by heart at this point. So yes, so the jewel box jewelry, and that was right next to it. And then C's Candies was that, and you can see that they still have the canopy from C's Candies. But that was that little orange building there.
Oh my gosh.
So you really, and so once again, I'll show the pictures here. You can kind of get, C's Candies is kind of cut off a bit here, but you can kind of see what they look like again during the time when the mall was going in. Everybody see it pretty much? All right.
So if you go into the space that used to be Root, when you go in the door and look on the ground, there are 12 tiles on the floor, and they have each month, and then they have like a plastic replica of each month's birthstone when you look down on the ground, except for I think it's April, which is diamond. And someone stole that one, maybe thinking that they had a diamond in the floor, which they didn't. It could have just been kicked loose, but it's a better story if you say someone stole it, I think. But anyway, so when that's leased up again, you can go and see that on the floor from the original jewelry box.
Jewelry box. All right.
Is there any interest for people wanting to rent these spaces?
Yeah, so Peeve's space is going to be a Mediterranean restaurant, and they're working on getting that open by August or so when Fulton Street opens up again.
I heard that Quesadilla Gorilla, which is now in the near Ampersand, is coming down here, and she told me it was going to be at this end near the PG&E building, but she didn't know exactly where it was.
Yeah, I don't know where their location is either, I'm sorry to say. But also, what we're really looking for is this becoming more of a nighttime district. So Take 3, which is at the end here, is applying for their outdoor dining permit. So there'll be tables out, and these guys will have tables out front. So, my goal by the end of this year will be to have at least 10 outdoor dining restaurants on Fulton Street. So we're working on that. When we redid the development code, we said outdoor dining is by right, so you don't have to pay anything or do anything. When I got outdoor dining here, it was an $1,800 fee. Still a little resentment, but we fixed that in the new development code, so outdoor dining is by right. They'll also be able to have an ABC permit, so just like other cities around the world, you can sit outside and enjoy your burger with a beer or a glass of local wine.
And there'll be the fountains too,
right?
Before we move too far down the road, I have something to say about this side of the street.
Oh, good. All right.
This was the approximate location of our first city hall and fire department. City Hall was probably housed on the second floor, and the fire department has those bay doors on the bottom right there you can see, and that was on the Sanborn map, or actually it was Dakin Publishing, but the 1889 map of Fresno. In there were several fires between 1872 and 1877. So after the city incorporated in 1885, a year later, they organized the fire department and built the first city hall on this place. And they bought very proper equipment and hired a pro staff, because before that I was all volunteer. Proper equipment included this kind of chemical wagon, and I have a couple of other images here. This is John Fentry racing with his horse. And this is the kind of very modern equipment. They have a few cars in this one. From 1915, the fire department. We have a great Fresno Fire Department collection from the very early years. So this was the location of the first city hall. In 1905, they built the next one. And I believe I read that H. Raphael Lake, who designed the Wilson Theater, was asked to contribute a design to it and got the contract. Or was it Eugene Mathewson? Oh, see? Don't quote me on that, because there's 3 architects that designed a lot of stuff down here, and I get them really mixed up. So it's one of the 3. But it's really interesting for its long history.
Wasn't there a plaque here at one point?
There was. And
Is it gone?
It's gone,
okay.
but it was saved. They took all the plaques out before they started construction, and I don't know what the plan is to replace it. But everything will be replaced. The Greenbush Springs plaque was taken out and all of that stuff. So I know they have it.
Is this another walking tour coming the other way?
This is Fresno Mindfulness Walks.
Oh, okay.
If you, and they'll probably join us for a bit, I'm guessing. But if you go onto Facebook, Fresno Mindfulness Walks, they do this really interesting thing where they pick a neighborhood somewhere in Fresno. Could be Woodward Park, could be Southwest, anything in between. And they just walk around and look.
And they don't talk.
And they don't talk. That's really cool.
Wow.
Lori Clanton is a really incredible lady who got that started. So,
Are you ready to
she's right there. There's Lori. Yeah, that's right. It's a very scary 2 groups of
Mindfulness
people
walkers
here.
are
How are
meeting
you?
up in the walking tour. That's right.
So yeah, are you going to be able to join us for a bit? Or are you guys finished up, or is it voluntary?
Oh, yeah.
It's voluntary.
All right.
We started at 8 o'clock, so we walked a few miles, seeing lots of downtown.
Wow.
And we walk and we don't talk, so we pay attention to the sights, sounds, smells, and feelings of Fresno neighborhoods. And we walk a different neighborhood every week.
A week. I was
Every
saying
week.
month, yeah.
Does anyone map what you walk so you can look later and go, hey, that's what we saw you do?
She does.
You do?
Yes,
Wow.
I have Fresno Mindfulness Walks website, and this is walk 119. So every walk has a pin, and you can read about what we observed and see pictures that we snapped on our iPhone.
Oh, let's see.
So I have little information cards if you're
Beautiful.
interested. I'd love
Yeah,
anyone to
join us.
next Saturday.
Yeah, pass them around.
Okay. All right, we'll continue.
All right.
All right. We're going to move just a little bit further. We're going to talk about these 2 buildings, but we're going to go just a little ways up here.